Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited that you are here, that you decided to click and watch this video. Don't forget to subscribe so we can have all the fun. Okay, now let's talk, right? So today is Monday the 11th, and today has been a rather exciting day. So as you know, if you've been following me for this journey, that I have been looking for a part-time position and well, okay, yeah. So I've been looking for a part-time position and I've been applying and interviewing everywhere. And apparently this morning, everyone has gotten back to me and everyone wants to move forward, which is, yay, a really good thing. But now I have to narrow it down as to what I want to do. There is one job that I think I'm going to do the go ahead with. The other one that I think I spoke to you guys previously about it, like they've been taking long, to get to this point and all this other stuff. And I finally went on that interview on Friday, and I was like, when they were describing like the job to me and we were having a really great conversation about the position, about what I would be doing, I was just like, I knew immediately, I was like, this is not for me. Like all this time, for months, as I mentioned in the previous video, for months I've been waiting for a callback from them. And finally I get there and it's like, like it was just not the place for me. And so I finished the interview and then I got a call I got a call this morning from the recruiter saying, hey, they really liked you. Can you come in for a second interview? And then they gave like a whole list of stuff, like basically like a whole presentation I would have to do. And I was just like, they didn't sell me. Like, I mean, and that's one thing like interview people would never tell you. As much as you're going to show them what you can offer, you're also there to see how you fit into their culture, if you can see yourself in their company. So that first interview, I might have sold myself, well, I don't like to use that word. I might have presented myself well, so well that they want to give me another opportunity, but they didn't do a good job of selling themselves or showing themselves to me. And so in my mind, I was already like, no. And so thank goodness, and I thank God for other opportunities, these other companies that have called me and are extending the position, extending the offers to me. And so I've decided to pick one of them because, as you know, I want part-time, and that position that I was just talking about was full-time. So I wouldn't even have time to work on my business. I wouldn't have time to do that. And so I definitely, that was out. Like, not only did you not sell me, but two, you're full-time. I don't have time to work on what I really need to work on. And so I'm going to sign on with a part-time position at another company. And I believe that one might start next week. Excuse me, that one might start next week. And then, yeah, so I am still signed on. I have actually one more potential client that I'm meeting with this week to hopefully sign on. So pray for me on that. And then that would bring me up to 5 paying clients. You know what? I don't know if I should make this a separate vlog or not, because I want to talk about the fact that I struggle with pricing correctly. It's one of those things where I'm just like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like I work with a lot of startups. I work with businesses that are in their maybe second, third year. And so to me, they're still getting up there. They don't have the big bucks like the big companies, you know what I mean? And so I have a tender heart for that. And so I'm like, I don't want to charge them, like $1,500. And it's like, but I kind of have to. Because when I think about it, like I use this app, Toggle is the name, where you basically clock your hours for each client or each project that you're doing. And when I clock in the hours, when I look at the hours, when I look at the work, I'm like, bruh, like I should be getting paid more. And so I'm working on that. I'm working on charging what I should charge. Y'all pray for me on that, because I still am so like, and then I doubt myself, and then I'm like, well, am I worth that much? Clearly I am, because, you know, people are like finding me, and, you know, they want to reach out and work with me. So I'm like, okay, well, I must have something. So I don't know, y'all. Listen, I'm trying to figure this thing out, and on my way, I'm telling y'all about it. So hopefully y'all don't have to fall into these pitfalls. So yeah, it's definitely a struggle. So yes, wow, I was about to forget the most important factor of this whole video. Whoa, okay, I'm glad you're still watching. So really, my turning point, or what I get from God, like when I get a word from God, I hold on to that word. Like I've gotten throughout my lifetime, I want to say 2 words from God. Words meaning like not just reading the Bible, but like revelation. Like I hear it like a prophecy or a word from God, right? I've only had it twice. Once was from a prophet. That was when I first converted, or not converted. Yeah, when I first became a Christian, like, you know, accepted Jesus Christ. I received that word, and then I received another word years later. I want to say in like 2013 or 2012, as I was driving to work, ironically, and I heard the audible voice of God. And listen, 1, that's scary. 2, that's definitely a pull over moment. Like, okay, like, I mean, I was good for nobody that day. And so that was the second one. And then the third one was today, where I just got a revelation. Like I kept crying out to God, like, God, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have nobody to help me. I don't have anybody to root me on. I'm doing this on my own, really. And he gave me a word, and I was just like, what? Like, you know what I mean? It was just, it wasn't like even a word of, yeah, it was a word of prosperity, but it not in the sense of I'm gonna give you millions. It wasn't that. It was just a word that truly brought my spirits back, or brought my spirit back, or just revived me. It gave me a boost of energy that I didn't know I needed. So it's just revitalized me, and I thank God for that. I thank God for being able to be vulnerable. I struggle with that a lot. And so often I go into prayer, and I go into prayer like, y'all, like, you know, like we go into prayer like, thank you, God, for waking me up. Thank you, God, for the day. Thank you, God, for watching my family. You know, God, hold it down. You know what I mean? Like a regular prayer. But I'm noticing that literally every time I go into prayer and I'm completely broken, and I'm completely like, no fluff, no, just vulnerable, just like, all right, God, look, okay, look. When I go to him like Cherrell, and not like holier than thou, and without the fluff, that's when I get the most impact. And it's still hard for me, even though I know without the fluff, I can reach him easier, but for some reason I still have the fluff. Maybe that's the Pharisees and Sadducee in me, like that's the religious part of me that I'm trying to fight to get out of. But every time I break through that thing and I'm just completely vulnerable before God, it's mind-blowing. And so I'm working on that. I'm working on just being before God. And so we'll see, because he blows my mind every single time. And so I wonder what life would be like if I literally was vulnerable with God every moment of every day. I mean, I'd probably be freaked out all the time. But yeah, so that was the most important part, was spending time with God, getting that revelation, and then from there it's like, boom, doors are opening. I'm seeing things in a whole new light. Like I'm going for things. I'm treating myself the way that I should. I'm treating my business the way that I should. I'm living the way that I should. And so, yeah, most important that you take away from this whole video, not only is God opening doors and making ways and teaching me and guiding me, but the vulnerability of being real with him and listening to what he has to say has been the biggest factor. So before this thing is like 15 minutes long, let me get on out of here. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Comment below. I want to talk to y'all. Comment below. Follow me on Instagram. We could talk there too. And that's it. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye. So weird.